Hey Leo, welcome back to Evidence Tarot. Today I'm going to do a little general reading for July. So this will be for Leo. Oh, subscribe if you haven't, please. That would be cool. Alright, Leo, so at the bottom of the deck we have the Queen of Cups in reverse. So I feel like some of you guys aren't either feeling the love or you are having a hard time being creative, or you're not listening, to yourself as much as you should. It could be that your intuition is trying to communicate with you and you're just not having any part of it, or you're just not recognizing it. So I think I've said this before. I don't know if I said it to you, but honestly though, get a journal, start writing stuff down. Like any little random thought that comes to you, write it down. It may not make sense to you now, but in a couple of weeks it might, when you have more than one thought wrote down. It might start to come up with a theme. Okay, so pay attention to yourself. You're like the most important person. Okay, let's see what your intuition's trying to tell you here. Okay, Seven of Wands. So some of you are taking a situation and possibly making it harder than it needs to be. Your intuition could be offering you some resolutions and you're just not taking it. You could feel like there's certain things that you just need to drop like a hot potato, and maybe that's not a good idea. So I would say take your time, listen to yourself. Okay, and hopefully whatever resolutions that you're looking for certain problems or questions that you have, your intuition's going to offer it to you. Then we have the Wheel of Fortune. So whatever you're feeling down on your luck about now, your luck is turning around. This wheel, since the Wheel of Fortune came up, you're in for some good luck. Things that have been going bad for you, or things are going to change. Things are going to start clearing up. I believe that you're going to have a better go at things. Things are going to be a little bit easier for you. And then the Hermit in reverse. So some of you could possibly be getting out a little bit more. You're not staying locked in your house so much. A lot of us, we're experiencing the warmer weather because of the spring. I feel like some of you are going to get out more, going to get more in touch with nature. Hopefully some of you are going to go out and start hiking. Like I said, spending some more time out in nature, getting at peace with yourself. And some of you could be, the Hermit upright is all about, looking within and listening to yourself, and this could also mean that you're not doing that. So we're going to go back to the Queen of Cups, where some of you just aren't listening to your intuition. Okay. So some of you are getting out, some of you are doing things within nature, and some of you, when you get out in nature, that's the best time to start listening to yourself, when you're in the peaceful environment. Okay, what else do we have for Leo? Okay, a lot of you that are, the questions that you might have, or any issues that you might have going on, I feel like you need to take a step back. While you're out in nature, think about some of these issues, whatever you have questions to, and I believe that you're going to find yourself looking at things in a different way. You're going to find a different perspective. You're going to have like I said, a different way of thinking, or you're going to have a different way of feeling about things, where you're going to learn to possibly see more of the silver lining in certain situations. And this could also be that, you're sacrificing yourself too much. There could be some things, some people that you need to let go. You need to let go of some things that are not serving you, whether that is a relationship, a job, or, friends, or anything like that. Anything, this could be family too. If it's not helping you achieve your greater good, then you need to change your perspective on how you need to handle things, and you need to start getting rid of these extra people, this extra baggage, okay? And the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles, that's referring to, I believe that the Leos, they have strong foundations. They do have, what do I want to say here? Some of you are patient, but some of you need to start getting a little more impatient. Like I was talking about, letting go some of the excess baggage, getting rid of things that don't serve you, because I believe that you know that these things don't serve you. I believe that you know that this person is not meant for you, that you're not supposed to be with this person. And I don't know why you're sacrificing yourself for this person, but, or this job, like if this is a job that you really, really hate, and you know that you don't like it, you know that you don't like this job, or you know that you don't want to be with this person, but you're too dedicated to things that are not helping you. Like, I don't know why you feel this certain sense of loyalty to this job or person, but you need to work on creating some stronger foundations for yourself, okay? Use that wisdom and the experience that you have. Like, if you have certain experience in a particular job and you feel solid in that job, that's good. But if you can find something a little bit better, that maybe, there's a position that's offered that's a little higher than the one that you're in now, would definitely look into it, because you have the skills to take care of that job. Okay, the Nine of Wands. So you have been through whatever situation that you have going on now. You have been pushing through it. You have been putting a lot of work into it. You have been putting more of yourself into it than you needed to. You're kind of just keeping your head above water in this situation. And I feel like some of you are finally coming to the conclusion that you just can't do it anymore, that you're tired of doing it, and that it really just can't be done anymore. And some of you, you're just too resistant to change. You're being overprotective about something or somebody. You're feeling really overprotective about it, and you're kind of cheating yourself on the certain things that you can achieve. I believe that you do have some sort of suspicion about another person, or you're feeling, that your job is turning a little suspect. Stop waiting and stop being so resistant to change, because eventually you're either you're going to change and you're going to want to change and you're going to do it on your own terms, or you're going to get a slap in the face and it's going to change anyway, and it's going to be a lot more painful than had you just done it yourself. That's pretty much what it boils down to. So either you do it on your own terms, or just get whacked in the face and have it change for you anyway. the Nine of Cups. So this change that you're resistant to, this is a fulfillment card. This is a card of emotional fulfillment. This is you basically, you know, getting the things that you want and you being happy and actually, you know, feeling good about yourself. Sorry, it's too reflective over there. So do that little skit with nature that we were talking about, you know, getting out and doing your own thing. And I believe that once you get in tune with yourself and you're outside and you get a little grounded, I think you may start coming to, you know, realizations of what it is that you want to make you happy, and you start noticing the things that you can let go. And, you know, when you start getting rid of those things, and your life starts changing for the better, you know, but you have to let the change happen. Because here's your Ten of Cups. So that's after your Nine of Cups. This is complete and total fulfillment. This is total, you know, content. This is you being happy. This is you basically being in the exact space that you want to be in, completely happy. So why are you resisting this? Stop resisting that. Get rid of that old crap that's not working for you. I'm telling you, go outside, get grounded, be one with nature, start thinking about things. You got to get a new perspective on things, because things need to change. You need to get rid of the excess baggage. You either need to get rid of the job that you hate, because you have the skills and the wisdom to take on a different job that you might actually love, and you're not going for it because you're resistant to this change. Or kicking the boyfriend or the girlfriend out, or, you know, away, because why? Because you're comfortable with them and you don't want to get to know somebody else? That's crap. Whew. Okay. You know, in the grand scheme of things, if we want to talk about perspective, like, life is too short. I know everybody has said this before. Life is too short to be unhappy. So don't keep yourself unhappy. And your happiness is going to have to be your choice. It's going to have to be something that you create, not this excess stuff. It's not going to be the job that's going to bring you happiness. It's not going to bring this person in your life that's going to bring you happiness, or the next person. You got to do it yourself. So stop being so resistant. Or, like I said, you'll just have to learn the hard way. So, Nine of Swords. So there's something that's really bothering you. There's something that's keeping you up at night, because I feel like you know who these people are that you need to get rid of. Or, like, I feel like you know what it is that you need to do to bring yourself this happiness. But here we are, still resistant to change. So now, you know, this is bringing, so not only are you unhappy, but it's keeping you inside your head a lot. You're having these thoughts, and they're not the greatest thoughts. So are you feeling, you know, that you're a little trapped? Are you feeling guilty about possibly, you know, changing things up in your life to make you happy? Because, I mean, you can't do that. It's not your job to take care of other people. It's your job to keep, you know, they need to keep themselves happy. You need to keep yourself happy. Because you're keeping yourself from the 9 and 10 of Cups, which is your emotional fulfillment and your complete happiness. You're totally, you have the possibility of being totally content once you start getting rid of things that no longer serve you. See, and the Two of Cups in reverse. Now, if I were to go by the book on this. This is usually a divorce, or this is usually the ending of a relationship. Because upright, it's usually a marriage. It's a contract of some sort. Reverse, this is a breaking of a contract or divorce. This is an ending of a relationship. And you know what though? This could also be the ending of a contract at work. So it looks like one way or the other, at some point in time, it's going to end for you. But I feel like when it does, if if the universe has to end it for you, it's not going to be as easy than had you just done it yourself, on your own terms, like we talked about earlier. Because here's your Queen of Cups in reverse. So currently, some of you are very unhappy with the way things are going, but you do know how to fix it. You just have to get rid of this guy where you're not so resistant to change, because you have, the wisdom, and you have the discipline, and you have what it is that you need to make these changes. To get yourself happy. Yikes. So, once you make these changes, or assuming that the universe doesn't make them for you, and that you finally do it, you have good things coming in for you. Okay, so the Two of Wands, that is you coming up with a new idea. That is you basically having the world at your hands, like everything will change for you. Things will start coming in for the better. And it'll be things that have, that are going to resonate with you in a passionately type of way. Where it could be a job that you're more passionate about, or you're going to find a companion that offers a little more compassion, or that you feel a little more passionate with. So, this is like the start of you planting some seeds to get this, reality going. So you know what you want, you just have to actually start out and go do it. Then we have the Page of Wands. So yeah, that's more about, you're going to find something that you're passionate about. You're going to find something that you really want to do, and that you're actually going to go for it. And this could be, maybe you're resistant to change because you have children. Do you have children in this situation that you're worried about them too? That could be it, but, this child, she looks like she's pretty happy. I believe that some of you, I think that's what it is. You're worried about the children, or a child. Let's see how that turns out. So yeah, I believe it's the children or other people in this scenario that's keeping you undecided. But if you're in a bad relationship and you don't want to leave because of the children or child, if the situation isn't good between you and your partner, you don't want your children to think that that is how love goes, right? I would think that people would want their children to see them happy, so that they know what a happy relationship looks like, so they know what to look for when they get older and they get themselves in a relationship. Not just, oh, mom and dad, they were just kind of mediocre, and, they kind of did it. So that's not it. So Temperance and Emperor. So when all of these changes start coming through for you, I believe, the Temperance, she is going to bring you, peace after the storm. I believe that whatever changes happen, I believe it's going to be a little rocky for you at first. But yeah, this card is telling you to be yourself. This card is, also offering you peace after the storm. So whatever happens, the ending is going to be, how you want it to be. It's going to be, it's going to put you in a place where you can be yourself, where you can be happy. The Emperor, that's telling me that this is going to put you in a situation where you are going to, have your life in order. Like I said, with this temperance, you're going to be able to be you. You're going to have your life under control. You're going to have your life in order. You're basically going to be fearless. But he's also going to offer you, with the Emperor energy, you're going to have, you're going to have your wisdom to bring with you. You're going to have, he's going to offer you some sort of strategy. He's going to offer you like organization. So whatever is going on now, whatever changes that are going to start occurring, I believe it's going to be somewhat of a upheaval. But once you come into this energy of the Emperor, you're going to have your organization. You're going to have your control. So I don't think you're not going to feel like you're in chaos for too long. Okay, so things are changing. Don't keep yourself stuck for other people. So let's pull one of these soul journey cards and see where you're at with that. Okay, humor. It says, I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. Okay, so this can come back to the Hangman and your perspective. Okay, so some things might happen, they might really often suck, but sometimes when things like that happen, you just have to find the humor in it. It could be, only this could happen to me, but you know what, haha, I'm used to it, so suck it. It could be, stuff like that. Where, things are really only as bad as you let them be. And vice versa, things are only as good as you let them be. So have some humor to go along with this bumpy ride that you possibly could be having, some of you Leos. So, alright Leo, that's what I have for you for July. So I will see you next month.